There we are. Can you hear me, Tina?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. I can. We're rolling. Okay.
Go.
Good. So I love it. We're live right now. So we are chilling. Okay. So welcome, Tavaverse family. My name is Candace Williams. I am your Tavaverse mortgage educator. I present on Mondays, and I am excited to speak to you and all of your guests. And I have the pleasure of speaking with one of our favorite Tavaverse members. You are a founding member, right, Tina?
I am a founding member.
And
Yes.
you've been with us since the very beginning. We have the wonderful, loving, uh, aggressively Detroit-based real estate investor,
Yay.
Tina Freeman. Welcome. Coming. Thank you for being on. I know you've been up since 4:30 yesterday.
Mhm.
It's now almost
Yes.
a new day, and
Life
it's
of an
time for you to
investor.
go to bed. But we
Yes.
had some great things today, and I just wanted you to be with the people today. So for all of you people that are tuning in, thank you for keeping your eyes open. I know it's 8 o'clock somewhere, but it's 9 o'clock where we are, and this is a lot of our last call for the night. But we wanted to be here to talk to you about this amazing opportunity, this thing that is changing lives by the moment. And I just had the honor and privilege, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this community and to meet wonderful people like Tina. Tina, I know before we kind of dive into what Tavaverse is, I just wanted you to share a little bit about the opportunity with the guests and how it's changed your life. For those that don't know, I'll just give a really quick intro. Tavaverse is a community of wealth minded people that was started by our visionary, uh, Jewel Tankard, who is, on sabbatical for a couple days. She'll be back into the real estate world in a couple days, but she is away on vacation. So I wanted to step in. It is a group of wealth minded people that are learning about not only real estate information, but implementation on all things business, wealth, strategy, credit. We are here to get you into the game. So, Tina, before we really dive into what the nitty gritty things of Tavaverse are, can you tell us a little bit about how you came into Tavaverse, who shared it with you, and what it's done for you?
Well, first of all, let me tell you, let me say, I thank you so much for having me on the show. Um, I am so honored and excited because this is really life changing. I'm telling you, I'm a witness that this Tavaverse is absolutely amazing and it does what it says it's going to do. The promises are, I mean, it's just amazing what I'm experiencing. So Jewel brought me in. Well, she started Tavaverse, the real estate side, and Auntie Jeannie actually signed me up. So I am a founding member and came in April 1st, not knowing what would happen. I just jumped in, ready to leave my job. Hopefully, no one's watching on my job, but if they are, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm just ready for something different, and I was looking and looking and looking. I knew real estate would. I love real estate, and I was just waiting on something. And when Jules said she was doing real estate, I just jumped in all in feet first, afraid. I did it afraid. I just did it. And I'm so glad I did. So I didn't have anything as far as properties are concerned. Um, as of, let's say, March 31st, I had nothing as far as properties. But when I joined on April 1st, it literally changed my life. Um,
Yes.
2 weeks after I signed up, I purchased a property to flip. Um, so I'm in the process of selling that one. And today I can't even hardly talk because I'm so excited. I closed on 2 properties. Okay. 2 more properties. So
Let's
I'm
go. We gotta
excited.
heart that.
So excited.
Woo!
2 more properties. And I'm telling you, my sister Barbara, my nephew Sherwood, they joined me on those 2 properties. We're going to rehab those properties and rent those properties out. Be of service to somebody who needs a nice home. It's going to be absolutely beautiful, by the way. And
Yes.
I'm just excited. I'm speechless right now because I just left my closing maybe about an hour ago, and I'm still on cloud 10. Okay, I'm
All
excited.
right. All right.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Jewel. Thank you, Auntie Jay. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Candace. Oh my God, this girl has really, really. She has been my backbone through this whole process. She kept my mind from going crazy. But hey, we got through it, and I am a happy person right now.
Absolutely. Kudos to you for, for being a part of this. Dr. Jewel said, let us be your eyes when you can't see. And, you had enough faith and enough grit inside of you to know something, you had something tugging on your heartstrings and you said yes to it. You were looking for something to change your life, and Tavaverse was it. And here we are, what, how many months? 5 months later, almost going into 6 months.
Later. Yes.
And here you are, a product of the Tavaverse, of someone that took information and implemented. And,
yes.
Here you are on door number 3, moving into 5 more in 60 days, or into to a total of 5. So,
in 60
I
days.
mean, kudos to you for taking the leaps, taking the education, using the community, leveraging that, learning about other people's money and doing that. And just to give them a little bit of nugget, on this deal that we were talking about, how much money out of your own pocket can you just give them a little? Let's give the Tavaverse family, or the future Tavaverse family, a little idea of what you've learned in Tavaverse, because it always sounds better coming out of your mouth than mine, right?
Yes.
But we teach how to leverage OPM, which is other people's money. You down with OPP, we're down with OPM here. And
yes.
we
OPM.
take that and plug it in. So tell them a little bit about how much money you're into this deal out of pocket.
Very little. Very little. I'm going to say 0.
No, I'm saying this deal. How much money did you have to put down personally? Out of your own
Personally?
pocket?
Well, aside from my 0, I use other people's money.
It's not your own money, right? We're learning how to leverage other people's money.
So much on how to leverage other people's money, which I didn't even know existed until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't think I could do this. Yeah.
You and your business partners, aka your family members, work together in a team, which we always talk about leveraging our community, right? Everybody played their position in the loan in getting the deal done. Right. And you're into the deal with no money out of your own 401k, out of your own bank account. We're using the bank's money to fund the deal, correct?
So right, that is correct. I'm still shocked. Like,
yeah,
right? I didn't. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew until Tavaverse that this could even happen?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is the cool thing about learning the tips and tricks that, as Dr. Jewel always says, the T on how to learn the money game. And that's what we teach here. And you are a living product of it. And I am just so grateful to have you on. And looking forward to see the sky's the limit. Is there anything that you want to talk to about before we really dive into the Tavaverse, what it is? What can you tell people that are interested in looking for something that's going to change their life?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I learned through Tavaverse. Sorry, I'm still basking on closing. I learned through Tavaverse the difference between the rich and the poor It's information. And that's all I got. I just got information. And that information has changed my life. You know what? I can sit here, I can cry. I'm so happy. I cannot believe what I just did today. And it's just because of the information I learned through Tavaverse, through the educators. Candace on Mondays teaching me about mortgages and the different ways, being creative, having creative financing. And Brianna, oh my God, with credit. Oh my God, Camille teaching systems, and Marquita teaching marketing, and Phil teaching real estate, Jewel teaching mindset. It's just really, really, it's just, I can't believe that you know, we're getting all this information. It's like unreal. It's unreal. It is changing my life. So I'm telling you, that's the difference. The information I'm getting is just, it's not that serious. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard. We make it
Now,
hard.
I love it. Now you could get information anywhere, but what do you do with that information? Like, tell me how you found your house. How did you find the house
Well,
that you just closed on?
well, I found the house because Tavaverse gets in the trenches with you. Jewel Tankard, which she doesn't have to do. She takes us on field trips once a month. This lady, she doesn't have to do this. She can just tell us from her house. She can, or her office, or where she lives. She can just speak from there. But no, she gets in the trenches with us. Unbelievable. She comes down here. Well, I live in Detroit. I'm sure she goes everywhere else, but I'm talking about Detroit. And she comes to Detroit and she takes us out once a month and show us properties. And that's how I get my properties. And Phil, he goes to the properties, and he tell us if it's a good deal or not. Candace is there with us, and we figure it out, and they help you do it. And without them, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know how I would even do this. I don't know. I knew nothing about this until Tavaverse. So it all points back to Tavaverse.
I
Thank you,
love
Jewel.
it. I love
Thank
it.
you,
So
Jewel,
not
for
only,
saying yes to Tavaverse. Thank you for saying yes to Tavaverse.
oh yes, yes, yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
I love it. So yeah, what she's talking about is we do field trips as a part of. Once you're in the Tavaverse, you get to go on field trips, and we. Dr. Jules from Detroit. She loves Detroit. I'm a little biased because I'm from here, but I
Mhm.
have been to other places. I mean, we go to Orlando, Maryland, soon to be in Milwaukee. We do Florida. Our next stop is Atlanta. If there's anybody from Atlanta, give us a shout because we're coming down south in a couple weeks. We'll be there in October, like
Mhm.
2.5 weeks from now. We'll be in October doing a meeting, connecting with you folks. So, yes, we're in the trenches analyzing deals. You can go back and watch the replays. We're live, and I mean, what I love about Dr. Jewel, she's a visionary. So she paints the
That's
picture
true.
for you. So you walk into a house and you'll see crumbling walls
Mhm.
and maybe mildew and
Pool
you
paint.
know windows missing.
Yes.
And Phil will come in and help you
Oh my
assess the
God.
numbers, and then I come in and help you put the deal together in a creative way. So and then we got
Absolutely.
the other strategists like Camille. She's not trying to teach you to get another job, as maybe you're a doctor or a
Mhm.
nurse or something else. We don't want you to have another job. So Camille comes in and brings the energy behind systems, and she's one of our educators. Marquita
Mhm.
teaches you how to market your property, and Phil makes sure that you have a big picture mindset when it comes to real estate and helps you analyze the deal. And Brianna, the heat is behind credit. She
Wow.
helps you create the energy. Money is nothing more than the transfer of energy. And
Mhm.
Brianna is that energy bringer, right? And I just kind of
Yes.
focus it with putting it in the right vehicle to do that. So we
Mhm.
all work together in synergy. And Dr. Jewel is the best cheerleader. She is the one that gives you the belief that it can happen because she's leading
Yes.
from the front. She just closed
So,
on her big 8-unit
mhm.
property in Detroit just a few months ago, and is working on fix and flips as well. So she is just like me. We're advocate doers of what we're teaching. We're not just pointing to you, Tina. Say, go do it.
No, they're not.
Guys, I did class last week and I showed you how I did my own first deal, how I did it creatively. So I'm living what I'm teaching. And Phil has a whole business. He's seven, almost eight, almost nine-figure earners. So we got heavy hitters in the game here, bringing it to you. So yes. Thank you, Tina, for your time. I'm gonna kind of dive into the presentation and share this with the folks so we can get it done and get more people informed. And I think this is like we're like throwing out lifesavers and people are swimming in the ocean. Come on in.
Sure. That's right. That's right. That's right. I can't wait to say, you know what, bye-bye to my job. No, you guys did it. You heard it. Yes, I said that.
Absolutely. Yes, Miss Barbara. Awesome testimony. And you were a part of it too.
Yes, Barbara she is my cheerleader as well. And she's a go-getter, I tell you. Yes. I'm looking for more properties. So watch out, world. Here I come.
Hey, that's right, Tina. Thank you. Go ahead and get your rest on and more properties to come.
Okay. Good night.
All right. Okay, family. So thank you. You heard from one of our lovely Tavaverse members, and there are many more testimonials where that came from. And what I wanted to do now was to give you guys heard about the results of Tavaverse and the energy that we put into it. But I want to give you the nitty gritty, like, what is this thing? You have educators. We're talking about wealth. We're buying properties with no money out of our pocket. How are we doing this? So I want to dive into the presentation a little bit so you can see what Tavaverse is. All right. So Tavaverse is nothing more than a community of wealth-minded people. It's a synergy. It's like a movement. Hard asset education is what we share, but it's really energy to change people's lives. Absolutely, Miss Barbara. More properties are in the forecast. And thank you for my testimonies, Miss Barb. Be nice. How you doing, Charvella? Let's go. Okay. Now, results of Tavaverse are based on your own pure effort as well. Now, what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about is where did this come from, right? Where did this came out of the ethos? But our fearless leaders, our lovely CEO, Kenny and Shantae Lloyd, they started our mothership company, Tava, which is a wellness company that has nutritional products. And Dr. Jewel joined Tava has Tava Fit, Tava Travel, and they've been going strong for the last 4 years. And now we've added Tavaverse. Okay. And Dr. Jewel wanted to put a financial arm because health is wealth, right? The reality is that Tava encompasses everything that you need. This is like a one-stop shop for all the things that you need to get to your next level, right? We're talking about life-changing opportunities here. So our visionary, Dr. Jewel Tankard, really came up with Tavaverse, which is the financial arm of Tava. And okay, so as you can see, you can work this thing through your phone. This is not something that you have to be beholden to a computer or things like that. You can learn this on the go. Tava is meant, just like money and flow, Tavaverse is meant to bring you the energy that you need. And so as you can see, that's how this thing moves, okay? And like we described, Tavaverse is the newest arm of Tava. We have Tava Worldwide, which is our travel arm, so you can get discounts in travel. And then we have Tava Fit, which is our original that Dr. Kenny, that CEO Kenny Lloyd and Shantae Lloyd created as well. So we have the health and wellness, the travel, and the financial education. Now dive into this. Financial literacy is something that is missing, throughout just community. And we talk about different types of community, but specifically communities of color, young people as well. And, this is something that's really needed more than ever. I mean, now people know that the greatest transfer of wealth happens in times of depression and recession. We know that interest rates have been rising. They are now kind of flattening. The Fed no longer rose interest rates, so they didn't raise them this last meeting. So we're looking at, I mean, we've been going up, 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 and now we're flattening out. So there's an opportunity here. And Tavaverse meets that need, so that no matter Tavaverse is something that teaches you how to become recession proof. And this is what we're here to elevate your financial IQ ultimately. Now, who is this for? I always say, who is this for? This is for you. If you're somewhere between 18 and 80, or even under 8 to 80, because Tavaverse is for the babies as well. We got to start young. And we have children that come to our field trips and our meetings, and we're teaching you how to not only get financial education, but definitely implement it, right? So this is a platform for everyone. You can get it. And I watch a lot of the all of our calls and the Tavaverse. When our other educators speak, you can watch it right from your phone. And we have replays available as well. So it's super cool. Dr. Jewel talks about mindset. We talked about how you have to have a wealth mindset. She always tells us that wealth is an inside job. And, you know, like Tina said, the difference between rich and poor is information. But truly, on top of that, you have to have the belief and you can't just have information overload. You got to take action. And that's what Tina did. She took action. And now she has 3 doors and soon to be 5. And she's just one of our many, many people here that have done that. So mindset, very important. So we teach on mindset. We teach on global economics. Like I said, I just gave you some information. The Fed has not raised rates. They've been the highest they've been in years. I'm talking about, we haven't seen it like this. In 2021, we were looking at 2 and 3% interest rates on mortgages. Now we're at like 7.5 with a great credit score. So they've more than doubled. And how do you navigate this environment? Through something simple as, like we learned, like I teach and our other educators teach, creative finance, using the tools to get you to where you want to go. Now, the cool thing about Tavaverse is most programs, they kind of talk to you a little bit about, they talk to you about how to do it, but we actually have a connected partners portal where we show you our sources and we actually allow you to use them. So we don't just tell you how to do it. We give you the tools to implement, which is what Tina has done. Now, real estate is our educator, Philip Blake Porter, is a multi-million-dollar real estate investor. He meets with huge masterminds. And I mean, these are some heavy hitters, and he doesn't hold back. He's from the city of Detroit, born and raised. He's super humble, and he lets you have it. Whether you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, we can handle that. There's always something to learn, to grow. And I always say, are you interested in cash or cash flow? So with being in proximity to Phil, you're able to buy speed, as he always says, through mentorship. And that's what we're teaching here through our educators. Funding, I am one of the people that teach mortgage, non-traditional mortgage, and other ways of creative finance to fund the deal. How do we get the capital to do that? Brianna Anderson is a credit guru, and she gives it all to the Tavaverse community. She lets you have it, whether it be how to fix your own personal credit, all the way up to creating corporations and getting business funding. She doesn't hold back, and she's been getting people money, credit, qualifying for $70, $100, $200,000 and multiple millions if needed. I mean, millions through our Tavaverse community, which she's helping people get. And so you get to learn from her every week. She doesn't hold back. And then if you miss some stuff, you can get the replay. So that's the great thing about Tavaverse. If you're joining now, you know, Tina was one of our founding members. Think about how many months of information that we've got since April 1st. That is, and we've done 5 lessons for all these months. That's hundreds of lessons that you can learn, and you can like be like a baby and start over, or you can pick up right where we left off, and we'll guide you through which way you need to get to, so that no one's left behind, whether you're a seasoned investor or a newbie who doesn't even own a house, who just heard about real estate, right? We can take you all the way up. So there are people in my classes that are talking about 20, 50, or 500 doors, right? We're talking about multifamily, big multifamily properties, how to leverage other people's money, partnering with many, many people. And then there's people in my class talking about, how do I get my first house? How do I wholesale a deal so I can get the down payment? How do I create the first thing that I need to just get going? What is a mortgage, right? So we run the gambit, and we can help you throughout the whole process. So you should feel safe here, and we take everybody. And this is like, I tell everyone, I'm not going to carry you, but I will walk with you hand in hand through this process. Okay. Oh, Camille. Camille is nicknamed the systems maven. She is the backbone of Dr. Jewel's businesses, and nobody would be who they are without the learning from what Camille. She takes it and makes it so that you're like a solopreneur to like a systematized person, whether it be entities. We're talking about real estate business setup, how to set up and structure a real estate business so that it doesn't become your job. And man, what she teaches is unreal. Whether it be a real estate business or any other business, she helps you systematize everything that you're doing. Now, Marquita Thomas is outstanding at marketing. I mean, one of the best that I've ever seen. She can teach you how to increase your following, how to turn marketing ads into dollars, how to turn leads into money. And she helps you digitize your business, whether it be real estate or Tavaverse or any business that you have. She helps you do that. And oh, last but not least, I love this. This is what I talked about, how most education systems, most people, they keep their sources, as Kenny says, keep their sources close to their chest. At Tavaverse, we reveal it. We have Benicia Poole Watson, a Black bank owner, as one of our partners in our partner portal. You have access to her. Shout out to the Black business, the Black owner of a bank, a woman, veteran, bank owner. Okay. And we have access to her. We have Tina Williams, who is a part of the SBA, right? She is able to get you small business loans and put you together so that you can get big money from the SBA. I mean, and there's many, many more. So I just want you to see that we have accounting, we have everything, funding, credit, tax, you name it, we got it, anything business related. Like I said, we have 6 sessions per week. All of the educators I just went over. The field trips is where Tina got her first property, and we're coming to a city near you. You put 5, 10 people in a room, maybe 20 people. We're coming to your city. We don't hold back. All right. So let's nail it down. How do I get started? How do I get going? There are 4 packages. And like I said, proximity to wealth gets you, through mentorship, will help you buy speed. So the package that I always recommend is our Legacy Elevation package. You do get nutritional products for the first month. It's a $1,200 entry, and it gets you into our monthly wealth mindset meeting, where you're able to, it's our mastermind, where we have a top tier investor or person that is highly successful that's in Dr. Jewel's inner circle, and you get to be a part of that every month. And then it's that's the first package. The next package is $700, and you always have the opportunity to pay the difference later and move up. And the third package is our $300 package, which does include nutritional products as well, just to get you started, and that will get you going. And you can always upgrade to the wealth-minded, the wealth mastermind. And then we just have our, if you don't want any nutritional products and you just want to be a part of the Tavaverse, we have a $200 package. There's room for everyone to get in. What we're almost giving this away, because you are getting $1 billion worth of information. One idea is a $1 million comment. One comment can be $1 million worth of revenue, can be life-changing for you. So very, very important for you to get going. And like I said, these are the 4 packages to get going with us. And it is a monthly subscription of $149, but man, we are just giving away the store. Tina's first deal alone paid for her membership since April, tenfold, right? And as soon as she sells flips her house, I mean, she's going to get all her money back tenfold, 100-fold, right? So what I want to do is help you get back to the person that, and then there are very many ways that you can, if you choose to tell someone else about Tavaverse, there are 7 different ways that you can get paid through our quick start bonus, our binary match, binary pay, different packages that you can purchase. We can even talk, we definitely talked about, you heard from Tina, Jolanda Green, and Stacy Gray are just some of the many, many people in our Tavaverse family that have found success. So what I really want you folks to do is get back to the person that invited you to this and make sure that you get started with Tavaverse. And there's room for everybody at any level to get started with this. Does anybody have any questions? I'll give it about 30 seconds. If I don't see any comments or questions, I will see you guys later. But I wanted to thank you guys for getting on tonight. I hope that you felt the passion and energy, but this thing is life-changing. It's life-changing, and I can't wait to see you in the Tavaverse. I am your Tavaverse educator, Candace Williams, and I'm a real estate investor as well. I do Monday nights, so looking forward to seeing you in the Tavaverse. Have a great night, everybody.